welcome back to another Barely Art Live. I'm here by myself today. Jeremy is out of town for his wife's birthday, so it's just me making this really fun craft, but don't worry, he'll be back next week. Okay, let's see. Announcements. First of all, last week, I believe, our Whimsical Wishes mushroom glue holders came out, and they were really great. Everyone responded really great to those. I think they sold out pretty quickly, but there will be a restock soon, so just be on the lookout, watch that. We also had another announcement to make. It was this, and then, so mushroom glue holders will be back in stock, and then in September, just FYI, we're having an event. There's a Pinners Conference here in the DFW area. It'll be in Fort Worth, and Barely Art will be there, so definitely check that out if you're interested in anything DIY, craft related, getting creative. Check out the Pinners event in general is really cool. I went last year by myself just for fun, and so this year we're going as the Barely Art Company, so I'm really excited about that, to see you guys there. So you can check out the Pinners website, and you can learn all about that. I don't think they have who will be there yet, but I'll tell you right now that we will be, so go see us. And then I think those are our only two big announcements. I was just going to say that this is our craft. This is the second craft of our dessert duo. Last week we did the Sweet One banner, and today we're doing the Sweet One cake topper. So if you want to check out the banner, which is right here, that me and Jerry made last week, it is on the Barely Art YouTube, so you can go watch that anytime, except for right now, because right now you're going to watch the cake topper. Okay, I'm going to set this aside over here, and we'll go ahead and get started. Now, we did have questions about, I think, a few comments about like which pieces were Cricut pieces. And I can tell you right now which ones are ours. Are the Barely Art ice cream, like this little bear ice cream here, our ice cream truck, and then this little ice cream popsicle is in a set of 5 as an ice cream bundle on our website, barely.art, for free. Those are our free SVGs. The other pieces, the sweet here, this banner, and the sprinkles there for the 1, as well as the number 1, are from, and this little drippy on the banner, are from Cricut. If you want to check those out, they were in the email that we sent out when we announced our live. So we can put the Cricut numbers in the description on the YouTube. But if you really want to know things beforehand, you definitely want to sign up for that email list. We've got tons of fun things. We're always mentioning our SVGs, our live projects, what files you'll be needing, all that fun stuff. And then, of course, our launches. So when things are new or launching, you'll be the first to know if you are on our email list. So we can go ahead and get started. Today, I'm, of course, usually use the mini. I'm going to set the original aside. Bring this down here a little bit. And this is what we'll be working on today. These are kind of the same pieces that we used last time. The same sweet sprinkles. We print and cut the sprinkle page. And then our 3 Barely Art free SVGs, the ice cream truck, the ice cream bundle, and the Barely Art ice cream. Same ones as last week. So if you watched last week's, or you had our email, those are the same 3. And then the other ones are from Cricut. So let me just separate this out. This one's a little bit interesting because these are a little bit smaller. So the banner was pretty big. Let me just take a piece of the banner here. So the banner was pretty big last time. So the truck is a lot different because we print and cut this one. So there won't be as much to QB up, but we'll still be using QBs. And then we've got, let's see, our banner here, and then our ice cream, which we did do the same way. So I'll probably cube that one a bit, but not quite as much, because since they'll all be together, it'll end up being very dimensional if we do that, all of them. So shoop, shoop, shoop. And remember, you guys, our Barely Art Lives are on YouTube, Facebook, and our website. Currently, Instagram is no longer friends. They are of third-party videoing, so we don't have that on yet. But hopefully one day we'll get that back. Until then, those are the 3 places you can watch. Excuse me. I was also sick with a cold, so I still am a little sick. So if you guys hear me coughing or something, my bad. My immune system's doing her bestest. Okay, I'm going to start off with the ice cream bear. I don't want to QB them up too much, so I'm going to go ahead and start gluing some things down. My glue. So I am going to glue the first couple layers. I think I did as well last time. I'm going to start with the cone. And then we had a question from Jody. What are the Cricut ones from last week? So those, if you check your email with this week's, it is the same ones as far as the suite is the same. I'll bring the banner up here really quick. So suite is the one we used here, which was in our email today. I think the drips were different, and then the sprinkles is the same, also on our email. I think the drips is the only one that's different, and I can find that and I can put it on the YouTube description. But the other pieces, like what else? Oh, the banner for this one is different, and it wasn't on last week's. So last week we had the banner this shape, like the actual banner shape, and the banner hanger were from Bailey Art. So pretty much everything was Bailey Art last time except for the drips and then the sprinkles and the sweet. Oops, I took it out. The drips here, the sprinkles, and the sweet. And sweet and sprinkles were on the Cricut hat, like the little identifier, like the not hashtag, like the number sign, and the list of the M, all those numbers and letters to identify it are on this week's email. But we can update the YouTube with those, with the other ones that are missing. Okay. But it's a great question, Jody. Thank you for asking. And I hope I answered it at least satisfactory, or you'll have to be kind of waiting. So appreciate your patience on that one. And then just a little tip when doing these. So I was you can, of course, you probably guys have a bunch of paper at your homes. I know we have a lot of paper, but we kind of have used so many so randomly that we don't always know what we have right now. So we did use print and cut for some of the papers that we weren't sure if we had. Like I think the brown and like the tans are not usually in a good set number. So we print and cut those, and they worked out pretty good, I think. I like these. And then we print and cut. This was on regular paper cardstock though, like 65-pound cardstock. And then we did print and cut this one, which was on the glossy needle label sticker paper, which I'm not using it as a sticker. I'm just using it as a glossy paper today. All right, time to bring out the bag of cubies. Remember that bag of cubies is only for Bailey Art Lives, but cubies starter pack is on our website, bailey.art. And they come in 2 different cuts and 2 different heights, which is awesome because that's what I need. All right, I'm working with the square cubies today. The stripped cubies, the long ones, are really good for shakers. And if you want to avoid all the little papers you have to take off. But I'm going to go ahead and just use the little squares. And I'm also curious today. So like I said, we're not on Instagram. So where are you guys tuning in today? Are you on Facebook, YouTube, or are you on our website, which would be interesting. I don't think many people use our website, but if you are, I don't think we have a comment thing on there. So I guess we wouldn't know. But I hope you're enjoying it, no matter where you're watching. And then we've got, oh yeah, of course I didn't ask where you guys are watching from as far as your location. So we are in Arlington in Texas, and you guys, I heard someone was from Minnesota. Wendy from Minnesota. Hi, Wendy. Jody from Pennsylvania. Indiana, just kidding. And Luis from Texas. Hello. Okay, oh, there we go. I knew I was missing a color. Boop. Thank you for joining us, you guys. I'm glad to see everyone here. I've got, in case you're wondering how I'm getting messages, I've got my headphones. I've got Grace on, and she's telling me all the comments. So thanks, shout out to Grace. She is You guys have seen her before. She's done the lives before, but today she is in the background doing her thing. Okay, I'm gonna glue this one. Again, I'm trying to keep the height off of it because it's gonna be all one topper and I don't want it to be really tall on one side and not so tall on the other. Oop. And then we have Tanya crafting from a southwestern Lower Michigan. Glad to have you, Tanya. Thank you for joining us. Oh, and you're working on the graduation cake topper for your granddaughter. Congratulations to your granddaughter for graduating. That is a win in and of itself. That's amazing. Congratulations to her. I'm glad she could be have someone crafting and celebrating her like you are. That's really great. I just went to my younger cousin's graduation this week, actually, on Wednesday. She finished up high school. Debbie from Louisiana, hi. Glad you guys could make it. And Christian from Southern California. Very nice. Good to see everyone. Hello. Howdy, as some might say. And whoopsie. Okay. I think I still, even trying to avoid cubing a lot, I think I still cubied a good amount here. But I did do a little less. I think I did like 2 layers less. I think that's a win. Okay. All right, got my ice cream man down. Except I need a little cherry on top. All right, guys. And since I'm kind of sitting here on my own today, I'm gonna bombard you guys with questions. And hopefully you will respond and answer in the comments from wherever you're watching. And I had a few on here. Let's see. Boop. Question number 1. What's your favorite way to spend a day off? I'm gonna take a guess. For some of you, it's crafting. But if it's not, or even if it is, tell me what you like to craft on your day off. Or what else you like to do. Let me think. My answer to that while you guys are typing up your responses. I enjoy reading. I don't read as much as I used to, but I did just finish a really thick book. And I'm pretty proud of myself because it took me a long time. I spent almost an entire Sunday reading. I still hadn't finished it. It was a big book. So I'm pleased with myself. Okay, we've got this first little ice cream down, working on the next ones. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one here. So this is sweet. And it is got an offset of acetate here. And I don't think it has, let me see if it has a protector. I can't tell. How else do I like to spend my day off? I usually just like something chill, relaxing, enjoying the day. I do tend to end up doing something here or there with friends. Now that summer's here, I'm assuming we're going to start doing some volleyball and some swimming, hopefully, because it is hot here in Texas. It's been 90 degrees for like the past week. Well, I don't think I can take, if there's a little protective sheet on there, I can't see it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. So this is our very, very thin cut here. So I'm going to just get that ultra fine tip and put it to work. Debbie from Illinois said she loves our product. Thank you. And then she likes our t-shirt. Thanks. This is funny because like we made this it's like a staff t-shirt. I think we first kind of kicked off doing it when we had an in-person event like 2 years ago in December. And so we're like, well, we need a shirt so everyone knows what booth we're at. And we've got a lot of compliments on it. When we started wearing the live, everyone wanted one, but we still don't have one to sell because this is just for our like little work shirts. All right, now it's on the acetate here. I love how you can't see it at first. It just looks like it's floating, and then when the shine hits it, you can just like, yeah, that's cool. I always like that. Okay. Jody said her fun time off is crafting and yard work. Nice. Debbie said crafting, duh, and that she's retired, so every day is a day off. That's nice. That's not a bad way to be. I have been like, I've always been like a very like work person, but I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's like my boyfriend, who's always telling me just like, look, yeah, relax and enjoy your days off. Because even on like weekends, I'd be like, is it time to get back to work? Is it time to work again? And so I don't know if he's just finally rubbing off on me, but I look forward to my weekends and I enjoy my time off. And I try not to plan too much on the weekends. As much as I like want to have fun too, though, I also need to like just relax, just plain simple relax. So I'm working on that, and I think I'm doing better at it. I think he would agree. This weekend, he's out of town. My roommate / bestie is out of town, and my sister's working. And so I can't tell you what I might plan to do because it's a little bit of a surprise later. But other than that one thing, I kind of have no plans, and I'm trying to make sure I don't. Kind of taking it easy. Easy breezy. I might make food, though. I need to make something because I can't eat out so much. Oh, wow, that was convenient. Okay, almost done with this one. And while I move on before I restick, I'm going to ask you guys another question. Question number 2 for today's live. What type of music are you into? I always hate that question, so I'm sorry to ask. If you guys don't know, because personally, I don't have a type of music. I don't even have like a proper genre, I think. I just kind of, I just kind of like listen to, probably just pop is what I would say. I listen to the radio, whatever's on for the most part. I'm not a huge music fan. Not that I don't like it, I just don't seem to like pay attention enough to it, which maybe you're not really even supposed to. You're just supposed to like have it in the back. I don't know. But I don't really have a genre, I would say. Personally, but that's a terrible answer. I'm sorry I asked you this question I couldn't even answer for myself. Okay. Let's see. I've got my ice cream, my big ice cream, my small ice cream, and now I'm going to go ahead and work on the truck. It's so tiny. So it's really small. That's why we print and cut it. And we don't have a lot of room to, what's it called? Cubie. And this paper is not super sturdy because it is like just it's sticker paper, but I just really like the glossiness of it. This is like Nito sticker paper. I think it's Nito waterproof extra glossy, and so it's not super sturdy, but I'm gonna use it anyway. I'm just gonna not take the backing off, and I am actually going to QB it a little bit. So wish me luck. Wendy says she likes crafting, even if it's whether it's paper crafting or wood crafting, which is really neat. I tried to get, when I was really young, I thought like carving wood was the coolest thing ever. And I was small, like elementary school, and I thought, well, no one's gonna allow me to like actually use tools for carving wood. So I was gonna try and carve soap. And I did a really bad job, and I felt so bad that I never did it again because I was trying to make a little boxing glove. And it looked like, I remember giving it to my dad because I was making him like a little trophy. And I don't know if it was for Father's Day or his birthday or what, but I tried doing that. And I was like, ta-da! And he was just like, oh, I love this dolphin. And I was just like so mortified as probably like, what, a 3rd grader, that I was just like, I did such a terrible job. I never did it again. I felt so bad. I probably will try again one day, but I just never got into it again. The dream. All right. Got a little bit of glue on this glossy paper. All right, I've QB'd it. Debbie Harper says her last book read was Tell the Bees That I'm Gone. That sounds interesting. What's that about, Debbie? That sounds really cute. And then someone's reading the Outlander series. Isn't that a Netflix show now? I've heard of it. Oh, Tell the Bees That I'm Gone is an Outlander series. Oh, okay, interesting. Huh. I don't know what it's about. I just heard about it a lot. Like I remember hearing Outlander a lot. For some reason I'm thinking time travel's involved, but I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Christian says she's retired, and so she's also chilling and enjoying her time making cards. That's nice. I'm still learning how to do cards, but today I was making a card. Or I was finishing up a card, really. And I think I'm getting better at it. I like to think I am. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get my bag of QBs and see if I can get a really thin QB strip. I'm not sure if I can, though. It's even thin. This is pretty small. Get my scissors out. Now that Jeremy's not here today, I have no one stealing my scissors, so that's cool. Oh, yay, it's thin enough. Okay. As small as this piece is, the QB strips were still thin enough to go on it. So that's really cool without even like cutting it down in any way. Nice, I'd say that's the win. Susie's joining us from Illinois. Very cool. It's a couple people from Illinois today, isn't it? That's nice. Debbie asks, is doing this my job? It is my job. You said how nice it is. It is. I do enjoy it. It's been really cool. So I've now been at Bailey Art for 2 years, and it's been a lot of fun. We'll just do a little mini backstory on me since you guys are my captive audience right now. I started 2 years ago. I came from a marketing agency, and I worked there for 2 years part-time. And I was just like at an arts and craft company. That's really cool. But I just like happened upon this. I was part-time at my old job, and there wasn't, I would say I did a lot of everything. I still do a lot of everything, but I did a lot of everything. So I didn't really have I felt like a really good like not just one skill. And I was just not really sure what to look up for jobs. But I started here as a social media assistant to Jeremy, and that was really cool. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can get into this. I'm not super great at social media, but it's something I use often, and I think a big part of it was really getting to know everyone online, which I thought was really fun. It was a lot of learning about design team and influencer friends, and keeping those connections and relationships well, and making sure that we're still being active with everybody and not just kind of letting any conversation fall off. So every so often we would try and message oh, how are you guys? What you up to? If you need anything, let us know. And coordinating giveaways, and it was a lot of fun. And I did that for a good minute. went from assistant to coordinator relatively quickly, and then recently I went to marketing manager. So that's it's been a fun little journey here, and can't believe it's already been 2 years, really. And I got my really tiny piece here. I'm gonna try and stick. Debbie Harper says classic rock and classic country is her music. Oops, I dropped my piece. Very cool. I don't listen to a lot of rock, but I did grow up on country, like country. I grew up in a very small town. Oh, I can't get this piece on. And I think it was I grew up on Luke Bryan, My mom liked Tim McGraw. No, I'm sorry, George Strait. She liked George Strait. And then I know Miranda Lambert came out. And then who's that? Carrie Underwood, Popular. Those were all like the artists I heard growing up. And it wasn't until I like moved, I think, to DFW that I like, because we really didn't even have like a lot of radio stations, so it was mostly country. And so when we went here, there was more like what's popular today, like Kiss FM and stuff. And so we started listening to those, and I started like, oh, this is a fun song. So I don't listen to country as much anymore, but I definitely grew up on it. And I still definitely have like, I think 1 or 2 radio stations on my program on my car. Like today I was listening to, what was it, 96.3? I can't remember the actual name, but it's got Hawkeye in the morning. And he's really cool. I listened to like this segment called Seconded Update, and that's always a fun one. It's a crazy ride. People are crazy. I think it was 96.3 is the radio station I listened to. I think it's New Country. I think it's New Country 96.3. Oops. So that's always... I don't listen to a lot of music other than that. My brother was... Oops. My brother was always more into like rap and things. I never really got into that. I still, again, didn't get into a lot of music, but I never got into rock. That's very interesting. So I wonder what kind of bands or singers or do you listen to it as a classic rock listener? And Debbie and Wendy said they don't have a favorite music genre. They are all over the place, which as someone who's not super into anything, I kind of feel like that's about where I'm at. A little all over the place. I could listen to just about most things, but ta-da, here's my tiny ice cream truck. I wouldn't say I was committed to any one genre. Okay, so we've got most of our pieces now. We've got our little ice cream truck here, our ice cream, or Bailey Art ice cream, and then our little bitty popsicle, which I like. I think it's so cute. And last up, we've got the number 1. So after we put this together, we're going to put all of these in to create the topper itself. But actually, just kidding. I forgot what one piece. Boop! The banner! I really like the banner. So I know if Jeremy was here, he would put the stripped cubies on there. And I would be like, oh, I don't know, Jeremy. And then I would be super jealous once he gets done. So I'm going to just skip that part of the regret and go straight into putting it on. It does have a very thin piece, so I think I'm going to cut it in half, actually. There's one piece here that's very small. We got a question. What paper am I using for the truck? On the ice cream truck, I am using a super gloss. I think it's super glossy, waterproof Nito Labels paper. It's sticker paper. So you print on it, and you would generally print and cut and then use that as like an actual sticker. But I really just like the gloss on it, so I'm just using it to be my whole piece, actually, because I also had small pieces here. I didn't want to cut all of them because I don't know if my Cricut even could handle it. But yeah, it's Nito Labels, super glossy, waterproof paper, or sticker paper. And we did actually like what's it called? A collaboration with them not too long ago. On our design team, used like a bunch of their product. I think it was holographic paper, super glossy paper, like a bunch of stuff. They got really great options on like the sticker paper. So I would check them out. They are on Instagram as well. So check them out. They've got some cool stuff on there that I didn't know existed until I was really crafting all day, like as my job. And Susie says she listens to Christmas music all year. Yes, I love it, Susie. Thank you. I am also, I definitely used to be more of a Christmas all year round listener. And then I just kind of, I don't know why, I didn't stick as much later on. But I need my I love Christmas music too. And you can definitely catch me humming, like I might not be listening to it, but I'll be like singing it in my head or like a little bit of out loud. Especially now that we're planning for Craftmas. So definitely relate to that. Okay, I'm working on the banner here. This is a very interesting banner. So this is from Cricut. And it's very just like it's like an illusion of a banner. Like the idea of it being 3D. And I probably could use cubies on it, but I'm going to use, for this part, for like the fake shadow, I'm going to just use the glue. And it's interesting because like the shadow is just like a piece in itself. And so I'm not really sure. I did practice with it before, but it's just very different. And usually I actually just make the dimension. So to make it like the illusion of a dimension is very interesting. Okay, let's see. All right, that's one piece. I'm gonna do the other now. I did have like the example on, I was working on it earlier today. So I got a picture of it on my phone. But this is a Cricut banner, not ours. Okay, let's see. Doop. That should work. Now, I'm trying to decide, will I cubie it? To cubie or not to cubie? That's always the question. I think I'm going to have to glue it, actually, just because it's more of an illusion versus an actual shadow. Let's see. I think there's not a lot of room on the other side to do that. Ooh, very interesting. What if I glue one and not the other? No, I have to do one or the other. I'm gonna have to glue it. I think Jeremy would be brave enough to do the cubing, but I don't like the way how there's not a lot of room here. Our cubies are strong and they probably would hold up, but I wanted it to, I kind of like the idea of it being an illusion. And so I'm going to go ahead and stick it down flat. Okay. All right, now I got my banner. My little, how cute is that? I am glad I cubied the icing, or the icing drips here. Ta-da! Cute, cute, cute. Okay. Now, last but not least, I've got the number 1 for Sweet One. Now, just a reminder, you guys, this is part 2 of the little dessert duo that we had going on. We had last week's banner here. This is a piece of the banner. Boop. And so if you want to check that out, it is on our YouTube channel, saved on there. The Sweet One ice cream banner, and this is the Sweet One cake topper. So just a reminder that if you want to see the first one, go ahead and check that out. And I am going to cubie this one, and I'm going to use a strip so I don't have to take out a billion little squares. We got Margarita on Facebook watching from California. And Gloria from Chicago. Hello, ladies. Welcome to the Bailey Art Live. I hope you're having a good time on this Friday afternoon. We are working on the second part of the dessert duo, Craft, and we're almost finished up. Let's see. I could double cubie it. What do you guys think? Might be a little much. I think I'm going to go ahead and set this one aside and just cubie this one, and we'll see what happens. Da-da-da. Okay. All right, and before we finish off, of course, I'm still asking some questions here. Boop. So let me get to my third one. If you guys want to go back and answer other questions, that's cool too. The first question was, what's your favorite way to spend a day off? The second question was, what type of music are you into? And the third question is, what was the best vacation you ever took and why? So that's, I think, a pretty fun question. Vacations, man, I've gone actually on a lot of fun vacations. I've never been like a really big traveler until I think around college. I did like a study abroad in Barcelona, and I was like, traveling is kind of fun. It's kind of cool to see all these different places. And after that, I just had different opportunities to go different places. I've gone to Canada with my cousin. I went to Seattle with my sister. And that's kind of funny. Canada with my cousin and Seattle with my sister. Excuse me. Washington, D.C. with my brother. Cancun with my family. And there's a lot of cool places out there. But my favorite one, geez, they're just so different. I really enjoyed like walking around the city with my in Seattle with my sister, and Cancun was just beautiful beaches. Oops. Okay. Yeah. What was I saying? Cancun was beautiful beaches that I couldn't even believe that was like real, and then just Canada had really beautiful mountains I couldn't believe was real. So I don't know if I could pick a favorite one. Even, I don't know. And then Grace just went to Panama and she really enjoyed that. Let's see. I think, okay, so the only thing with this product is I'm going to really have to pick my spots. Because it is going to be like, everything's kind of layered on top of each other. So I'm going to have to glue these down just like the edges almost. But yeah, what are y'all's favorite vacations you went on? Who'd you go with and why did you like them so much? All right, let's set this down. Whoops. I'm going to have to hold it in place while it dries because otherwise it'll just kind of fall. Okay. And then, oh yeah, I'm glad I glued this one in because this is the banner. It's going to go on top of here. Glue, 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 glue. Jody says Kentucky Lake in a cabin. That sounds really cool. Cabins are nice. I did go to, let's see, what was it? I think it was Oklahoma with my parents and my sister, and we stayed in a cabin. That was a lot of fun. We took our little dogs with us too. This is a good vacation. What I kind of want to go to is like somewhere with snow. When I was in I recently went to Colorado with my boyfriend, and that was a lot of fun too. We went up into the mountains and to a hot spring, which was amazing. I've heard of hot springs a lot, but I didn't think they were all that. I was like, oh, hot water, cool. No, it's really cool. It's really awesome. And we even like laid down. There was just a little bit of snow there on the mountain. We would go like do some snow angels and in our bathing suits, and then we'd run back to the hot water. It was awesome. Okay, QB up these things for stability. Almost there. And Susie went to Hawaii. That's a really cool trip. I've never been. My parents have been wanting to go. Do you guys say you're more for beaches or for mountains? I think I'm more of the mountains. I like the beach, but I don't like the ocean because it scares me because fish are scary. And so I won't really go that deep into the water. So, it kind of takes a bit away from the beach experience, just a little bit. Okay. Ooh, almost there. The last part, I have to put in the sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and get gluing this in the very back. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna hold this while you guys are still answering the questions. And if you have any questions of your own, feel free to ask me. We're almost finished up with our craft today, so just have whatever you have questions on. Now is the time to ask. Also, just FYI, we did have a giveaway last week, but you guys, you have to participate if you want to win. So the giveaway is, you'll be entered in a giveaway if you do the project that we're doing today and then tag us. You have 1 week to enter. So then enter, if you do this project and then post it online and tag us, then you'll be entered into the giveaway. And next Friday, we will announce the winner. But I don't think anyone tagged us this time. Post on Instagram or Facebook. I think we check Instagram more, so I would definitely suggest that one. But I know most of you are on right now watching on YouTube or Facebook. So if you're don't have Instagram, Facebook is fine. But if you want to win, you gotta enter. You gotta play the game. So please participate. I hope you guys enjoyed this craft and you're doing one as well. And what is the giveaway prize? It will be a Bailey Art Mini. Same one as I'm using right here. Of course, you'll get the fine tip and the ultra fine tip. And the little cleaning pin. Not this one though. This one's a special one. So go ahead and enter. And, you know, I know a lot of people enjoy using glue. What if you already have your own and you're watching and you're like, well, I already have it. I don't need any more. You know, get it for a friend, or, you know, share the love of crafting with a friend or a neighbor, or, you know, spend some time with your groups of like at church or your just friend groups that might want to participate. All right, guys. And now for the reveal. Hopefully I put this on straight of the second part of our dessert duo. Bum, ba, da, bum. Ta-da! How cute is that? I love this. This is really good craft. So this one was designed by the social media assistant Leslie, who used to be on our design team, and she's a phenomenal crafter. And I love how she did this. She designed this project and last week's project, which I will get over here. Squish this into one piece. Okay, so this is the two she designed. I love them. I think they turned out really nice. So this is part 2 and the final part of our dessert duo project. This was the banner and this is the cake topper, and they're both going to be on our YouTube. We have the banner already there on our YouTube if we want to check that out from last week, and then this one will be on here. As soon as I sign off, it'll already be saved on YouTube. All right, guys, I think that's it. Just again, a couple reminders before I sign off. The Whimsical Wishes glue holder mushrooms, they are on sale, and I think they sold out even, but they are, we'll be making a comeback very soon. Be restocked. So check those out. They're really cool. Just a reminder that they come in 3 colors. So this is like yellow, green, purple, and pink and blue, which I think this one sold out first. This one I think is my personal favorite though. They each come with the little, magnetic butterfly on the side to hold your cleaning pins, so it's never far away, because I know that those get lost, but with this, it took a lot of shaking. Ta-da! So, whoopsie. So check that out, and then it also has an adjustable base. Last week I tried to explain it, and I couldn't explain it, because, I don't know, I was just silly. And what it is so the adjustable base here comes with this little mushroom key, and it goes like higher or lower. Let me go toward this way. So the mushroom key, or like if you had a coin, anything that was like long flat point or end, it goes higher and lower. So if you have excuse me, if you have the ultra fine tip, it might need to be shorter, and if you need the ultra tip, or no, fine tip, I'm sorry, I'm coughing because I have a cold. Excuse me. The fine tip, you need to be longer. So it'll work for both. It's adjustable, and I'm gonna sign off about it now because I need to cough so bad. So thank you for joining me. If you want to watch the other 2 or the recording from last week, go on our YouTube, and then again, if you want to be in the giveaway, enter into the giveaway, make the project, tag us, and post it on Facebook or Instagram. Thanks for joining us, you guys. I hope you had fun, as much fun as I had, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.